Greetings YouTube, welcome back to the channel. Other than the introduction of the information that was a War and Peace level Old and New Testament combined biblical instruction book, which in a way I get and in a way I don't. Because once it was explained to me, I was like, I feel like I could do that in about half the space, maybe even a third of the space that Kabam did on the forums, but it's better be too detailed than not detailed enough, I guess. I haven't talked about raids because I haven't done them. I kind of viewed them as a little bit of a scam because people would tell me that they didn't like their rewards and that they used too many revives. And I believe that. But my alliance, and what's really cool is, my new alliance, I should say. Shout out AOA, though, for years. Chaos, you're the man. I am in a position where they're doing raids for the first time, and I just joined last week. So, I guess I'm doing raids. And I was nervous, and I was just worried I was going to screw it up. I was worried it was going to be so complicated I didn't get it. Now, if you missed my previous video on this, I did bring in OG Iron Man. He is a SIG 80, rank 2, 7-star, and I fought well enough, especially after Maestro. I was on the far right path, so we got Maestro first. We got Maestro, then we got Kang, and then after that, well, I guess maybe it was a different order. Anyhow, eventually we got to Ultron, but Maestro being the first boss was by far the hardest because that degen damage is stupid. Even with 55,028 health, the degen damage would do like 20,000 damage sometimes. And I just couldn't always dex that last hit of the special. I just couldn't do it. I tried swiping. I was a failure. So I used more revives at first than Eos. But after that, it became fun. And the really cool thing is I had the max, or no, I only had 2 revives. That was the mistake that I made, is I didn't get when the capacity went to 7, I should have gone with it. But now I'm going to the potion store, and I have 1 left to purchase and 1 left to max out. So instead of 2, I'm starting out with 7. And then I'll be able to purchase another, 7? Whenever this resets. So you really have 14 revives to play with. And if you play perfectly for the first, and you can't even play perfectly to the point that it'll take, but let's just say hypothetically, even if everybody did 12% damage, which is not what's going to really use, you can use about 3 revives each per, so you're going to use 9 revives if you play perfectly. But they're free. And I think you have a margin of error, it feels like, of 14 revives. Maybe that math doesn't work out in practice, but it feels like it should. So on your 15th revive, you will need to actually use units or hope that people are saving you at the boss. Now, I was planning on taking out the boss, and then the boss is gone. But I do want to give a shout out to my alliance mates, because there are some people who did more work than I did. Okay, let's see. We had... Oh, this guy, I think... shout out Ronan. I think he brought a 5-star accidentally and could do almost nothing. But somehow we still did it with a 5-star. Shady, thank you. MVPs. And it says the quest is complete. So I guess my champions have just been released. My rewards were not great. I've seen people get fully formed Tier 6 class Catalyst. I got half a couple times, and then like 20% or 25%. So with Valiant rewards, that's not a big deal. And one thing that I would really like to add in this is that I get why Paragon's the cutoff right now, because Valiant was so small. But after 8.4, so many Paragon players are either becoming Valiant or already Valiant that I think there should be 3. I think there should be a Paragon cutoff and a Valiant cutoff. And the Valiant rewards should basically double what these rewards are. I think the Valiant rewards should be, at minimum, a fully formed Tier 6 class catalyst per red chest. And then with the max of 2. Because eventually you're also going to want people to do raids because there are some tier 4 alpha catalyst fragments, potentially. So, I don't know. Part of me is glad that Alliance Quest takes a break and raids is like a special week. And I think it's really cool that we still finished before the end of the weekend. So once you're done with raids, like, I think it's no different than the other Alliance Quest. You just chill until Monday. But I had more fun. It's really a mind mess to be doing hundreds of thousands of damage for hits that normally give you like 2,000 damage. But you're doing 1,000,000 damage per 5-hit combo or more, and the health of the defender is not going down. Because on paper, we all love big yellow numbers, but you're used to seeing big yellow numbers lead to a quick KO. You're not used to it looking like the enemy might as well be indestructible, even though you're seeing those big yellow numbers. So that part sucks. It also sucks that I reached the 12% goal probably at least half the time, maybe more than that, and you just automatically get knocked out. And I get why it's important to rotate, because you want everybody to be involved. You don't want to just have one person that powers through and carries everybody. It's not the point of raids. But that part is a little annoying. But overall, I'd say Valiant tier next, double the Paragon rewards, and I'm actually not that against going back to raids. And I did not think that would be possible. I thought it'd be like Cap's Commissary, where I did Alliance War for a couple weeks to get the rewards, and then I was done. But here, I'll go back and raid. Thank you, Kabam RNG. Thank you for the god known as OG Buffed Iron Man. And shout out to my Alliance for doing most of the work. I appreciate it.